It's not ripping off. It's a new character. It's the Riz.
Oh, you're doing the Riz.
I've got style and grace, and I can get in your face. I'm the Riz. As I live and breathe.
As I live and breathe. If it isn't the Riz.
It's the Riz. I'm here. Nice to meet you.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is nuts.
We get nutty.
I gotta turn my shit up.
It's going to be a good one. You guys ready?
Yeah.
You hear the bottles popping? We're ready.
I still have to finish this.
We haven't even finished the Riesling.
Can we finish the Riesling, please?
We got a Graham's 2018 late. Oh wait, we weren't. We can fuck it. We're promoting stuff that we're drinking again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
go
one's
for
paying
it.
us shit.
Yeah.
Graham's definitely ain't.
Grams. Yeah.
This is a nice 2018 late bottle vintage. We're gonna have produced in the Douro Valley, and I think we're gonna get a little silly today.
We're getting
a silly one.
You're calling it a silly one.
It's time to get silly. Cheers.
Why you touch the table?
It's for all of my fallen soldiers.
Is that what it's for?
Sad. Is that?
Yeah, I don't pour it out. That's a waste. I just tap the table.
Oh,
Is that for dead people?
it's
Yep.
like a cheers. Oh, cheers down there.
Yeah.
Oh, to the down there.
Yeah.
Cheers
I like
to the
it.
zombies.
I'm gonna start using that one.
I've never done that. That's not Portuguese, though. Portuguese people don't do that.
No, it's
They're selfish. What can I tell you?
All right.
They're not
New
wasting
gen.
one drop of that aguardiente. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Portugal Corner, the podcast where we talk about all things Portuguese, talking the good, the bad, the funny. This is episode 134. I'm Evan.
Patrick.
Justin.
Chris?
Welcome. How's it
The
going?
Riz.
Oh, Riz.
Chris the Riz. As I live and breathe, what's happening?
Hey, not too much of a jam-packed week of football.
Wow.
I don't know. Did we have something planned for intro banter?
I don't know. Whatever you did, what'd you do this weekend?
We just had that Rosemarisk.
Rosemarie. Yeah, that was a sponsorship from Megan. Yep.
Nice.
Who probably won't listen to this episode.
That's
That's
okay.
fine. We'll thank her anyways.
Oh, you're dropping your girlfriend's name in the pod.
He never said it was his girlfriend.
Oh, shit. Wow, you said it was my...
Could have been anyone.
Yeah. I was making it seem like we had a special listener out there.
We have no
giving us
association with
free-
this person.
Who sent us?
Yeah,
sent
they're
us
like-
a Rosemarisk?
Yeah. Well, secret's out. Yeah, my girlfriend made us Rosemary.
Now, where do you guys stand on shells versus no shells in a Rosemarisk?
I don't want to peel. I just want to eat.
You guys are lazy, but the flavor comes from the shells.
There's more flavor in the shells. I will agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, something like a clam or a mussel. You want that shell in there. You're gonna want some fucking.
Have you tasted a pre-plucked mussel? It's
No, you're not supposed to do that.
It's disgusting.
No.
But then every time
You
you,
never
get a
pluck another
shrimp,
man's muscle.
No.
every time you get a shrimp, you got to take the whole thing off. Then you got your hands going. Then you can't just have a fork.
Yeah, it gets messy. You like to just stick your fork in a shrimp and put it
don't-
in your mouth.
Good things don't come easy.
That's a good way to think about it.
I will say I like a shrimp pre-peeled, but when I was a kid, I would just eat the peel. That's how lazy I was.
Spiky shits.
Yeah, they were pretty spiky. As I got older, I'm like, oh, this isn't that hard, and also it tastes better, and it's all that.
You like it hot.
But like Chris said, there's a lot of flavor in that peel. So when it was in my mouth, I was like, this is how I think you're
Yeah.
supposed to eat this.
Well, you
right?
could suck the peel if you want.
And I think I should start sucking peels. I haven't been sucking peels for a while. I kind of put it away for a lot of years. But I might go back.
You were ashamed when you were sucking peels.
I might go back to
I remember
it.
like really young having like lupini beans, like termos for the first time. And I said to my dad, I'm like, are we supposed to eat the shells? And he's like, if you want to shit it all up later, then go ahead.
Yeah, I was eating those too for a while too.
Yeah.
But
Sunflower seeds?
I don't eat those.
No,
I've done it.
Those are spiky shits.
I did
Oh,
it
yeah.
too. Yeah,
Those are extra spiky, and I've mastered
It's
the
too
art
much
of.
work.
I've mastered the art of not eating them. I can dissect them in my mouth and
Yeah.
spit it.
Yeah,
out.
I can do it with my teeth, and then you spit it out. You look cool if you spit it out.
That's the thing. A big part of that,
Like
that
baseball
of
players.
eating that is the spitting. The spitting is a big part of
So I'll
sunflower
just go get
seeds.
dip. Let's go get some dip.
Dip.
dip. Oh, you want a dip?
Yeah.
I've never tried that. Does it get you high?
I think it fucks you up a little. Yeah,
It's
you
a
get
little
you get
buzz.
lightheaded
You get a
and
buzz,
stuff. Yeah.
That's why everyone's talking about those Zyn packs now. Zine or Zyn.
I've heard
Is
about
that like
these.
That's
dip.
chewing tobacco? It's like dip.
Oh, the kids were
It's not
talking
like
about
that.
this.
It is, but it's like white.
Oh, are they? Maybe they're
know.
pre-packed.
Yeah, something like that.
You know, when I was in Europe, they had all these weird like tobacco chopped up stuff, and they had this one thing. It looked like cocaine, but it was just like a menthol powder that you snort. And I was like, these people are doing coke, and they're like, it's not coke. And I was like, oh, okay. And they showed me the case and everything, like they bought it at the corner store. I was like, that's fucked up, but all right.
Looks like a duck, quacks like a duck.
Yeah.
Must be a duck.
Doesn't get you as high as a duck, but
No.
gets you a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, ducks don't go that high.
Gets you loony, that's for sure.
That's true. News and transfers. Nelson Oliveira returns to Portugal. He's joining Guimarães. You remember this guy?
Return of the King.
Return of the King. Huh.
He's coming back, baby.
I thought this guy was going to be hot shit like 12 years ago.
Well, he was hyped up. He was in Benfica's academy and stuff. He loaned out. He went to Eastern Europe.
Went to Norwich.
It didn't work out. He didn't become as big as maybe people thought he was.
He never got his Gonzalo Ramos year though, did he? Right, where he was the starting guy.
No, they never really started him for a whole season. He was like off the bench a lot.
I think if you're a Portuguese league guy, you need that full season in the Portuguese league to be a star, and then people can really gravitate to you, like they are with like Gonzalo Ramos and stuff like that. He
Yeah.
was like shipped off before he could do well here.
That was also the era where they like never gave guys a chance that I wanted them to give.
Yeah.
Also, is like, I don't know, the junior national team, as much as you want those guys to do well, a lot of them don't make it in the long run.
No, of course not. It's totally different. You
Yeah,
see that in
but-
hockey all the time too, and things like that.
Some of them make it to like strange places. It's cool, like
Olympiacos.
Poland or something, or like
The
a
best player
shittier
in-
team in Spain or whatever.
Yeah.
And you think that's cool?
It's cool. Other people's journeys are cool.
Yeah. They're journeymen.
He's a journeyman, and he's coming back to the perfect journeyman team, Guimarães.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good. We always talk about good fits. It looks like a good fit.
We'll see.
From the outside right now. They got some players coming on, and now they have another target man, because the striker there is already doing pretty
Andre
good.
Silva?
They got Andre Silva.
They're just kind of like some backup, some reinforcement. They want to make a push for fourth. It seems like, right?
Yeah.
they could do it for sure. Yeah.
Well, they just lost Danny Silva. They're down one Silva. He goes to Hellas Verona. Miguel Veloso's old team. Is Miguel Veloso still playing?
I think he's a different Italian team. I forgot.
We got
No. Well,
Nobody's done their research.
Is it
and that's-
Pisa? I think he's on Pisa, maybe.
Pisa. Oh, the Leaning Tower at Pisa. That's where he's at. No longer in the city of Romeo and Juliet, Verona. So yeah, Danny Silva's out. One less Silva Guimarães.
Pisa, yeah.
Pisa.
Sorry.
Benfica interested in Rafik Guitain. How you guys feel about this?
I heard this guy fucking scored on us.
Yeah. You're like, he
So they
scored on
like
us?
him.
Take him.
Yeah, I think they secured it for next season. Like in the summer, it'll happen, and then we'll have him for next season.
Benfica's always
Cool.
doing this. I hate it. When they just like
He looks class though. He scores nice goals, but
yeah.
Same with the Greeks.
He fucked us over, so we want him on our side now.
Yeah, they do this all the time. They did it with like Poborski and shit like that. Like,
Well, that was the Portuguese national team.
they do a lot with the Portuguese national team.
Poborski knocked us out.
We got
get him.
Kenagunas. We got like a lot of those Greek guys who we brought in.
Katsuranis, who stayed longer.
You guys like to simp.
That was a simp move, yeah.
It is a bit of a sim move to do that.
And then like Porto makes a guy big like Zahovic, and then we get Zahovic from Porto. It's like not as good. It's like
Yeah.
what the hell? We getting players from Porto? Find your own players.
we got busted. We got busted. Zahovic's over here.
Bested Zahovic.
Porto gets guys from Sporting and Benfica and makes them better, like Christian Rodriguez, Lee Edson, Ismailov, all those classics, you know?
Those guys came from where?
Ismailov and Lee Edson came from Sporting. Christian
You made 'em
Rodriguez.
better.
Braga, Bruma. I think he's out for 2 months with he's got to have some knee surgery there.
Oh, I just bought him on the Real Fever.
Should have asked. Bro.
Did you actually?
I spent $5,600,000 on him.
Oh my God, real money? You spent real money.
God.
No,
That's just to say 5.6. Why do you say it like that?
$5,600,000.
They never say if it's a million or any kind of denomination.
I
They
know.
just
I think they say it's
5.6.
million.
They say
don't
it's
they?
millions.
Oh, they do?
They
It's
do.
millions.
These
yeah.
are millions we're dealing with.
What do you think the 0.6 is, Justin? It's
It
$600,000.
could be $5.60.
Chris he had to take out a loan to get this
Yeah.
guy.
You can still reverse that. It's the same week. You got time.
Oh, thanks for the tip.
Yeah.
I will.
You know, you should invest in Share Endure. He believes in life after Benfica. He joins Braga with their new number 10.
You stole my line, man.
Damn.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yep. PSG bought him from Benfica. Benfica only had him on our B team. Never played on the main team.
They didn't know what they had.
And then PSG's like, we don't want to play this guy either. So they go fucking loan him out back to the Portuguese league on Braga.
It's a good move for him, to be honest. It's a great career move.
Yeah, this guy's dying to play some real games.
It's fantastic. He's Italian.
He's Italian, yes. I saw him on the under 20 team. I think they won some tournament. They beat Portugal, that's for sure.
That's the least Italian last name I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Hey. They're all different now. It's a whole different
The
world.
multicultural society.
Different world.
Globalization, brother.
Yeah. But yeah, he took number 10. Andre Horta just left that vacant.
Oh, and he goes right there and takes it.
He just snaps it up. Wow,
Snaps
kind
it
of
right up.
rude.
Yep.
He's supposed to be very good, golden boy sort of guy.
Okay, well, let's see what he's got. Braga's putting together something right now. We'll get to Braga pretty soon, but
Hey, if you can't bring it at Braga, then you're not an all-star for life.
It's the PSG connect. That's why they
Yeah.
got it. Yeah.
PSG owns
So
part of Braga.
he goes straight to Braga. Yeah.
I like this.
Fucking feeder team. You like this?
Yeah, it's bringing competition level up.
I guess it helps Braga. Yeah. If
Helps
this guy can really
Braga.
play.
and not only like it's not a feeder team like it goes up, it goes back down the other way too, right? Like
Yeah,
they
this-
can send like they're sending Chernador, obviously, right?
Yeah, this one came down. This one didn't go up.
Yeah. And if they had them at the time, maybe Sarabia would go to Braga. So it's
Yeah.
like that would be a really good player for them.
Musa going to FC Dallas in America.
Crazy.
He's going to Texas.
Wow.
It's not official yet, but it seems pretty much done. But
Yeah.
yeah. And he was not in the squad at all today in the game.
That's rough, man.
I really liked him, man. Super sub. Like he
But-
scored a lot off the bench.
We can see him maybe when they play TFC. That'd be kind of cool.
See, everyone wants like when Inter Miami come to Toronto, they want to get those tickets. When FC Dallas comes to Toronto, I'm buying that for sure. You guys see Musa.
You gotta see Musa. Yeah.
Fuck Messi. I want to see Musa.
Musa.
If you're a Benfica fan, you're a Boavista fan, you got to come out for Dallas and see Musa.
But also, why can't a team like who has no fucking striker at all, like
Yep.
Toronto FC, come out and say like, because they're not watching the Portuguese league. I don't know what these goofs are doing. They're watching the Dutch league or some shit.
I heard Bernadeschi's agent was trying to shop him out in Italy. Nobody wants this guy. Nobody wants him.
They found out he vapes, eh?
They found out he
I think,
vapes.
well, they're already spending so much money on these Italians. And TFC always wants, like, these names. They want a name. The guy that's, like, in a big waves, going to sell tickets.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're good or not.
Has anybody given Bernadeschi this new chewing tobacco stuff?
The zines?
The zines. Give him
No,
that.
he's a vape guy.
Yeah, he's a vape guy.
vape life.
I don't think. It's a big switch to go from a chewer to like a puffer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people are chewers. Some
Yeah.
people are puff.
Some people are peelers. Some people are pre-peeler peels.
Some people
Yeah.
peel. Some people.
Some people can deal with shells. Some people can't.
Some people like
Okay?
spiky shits.
the kashkash.
Kashkash. Jota to West Ham?
That's a fun one. I like that.
Leaving Al Ittihad.
He had to. They fucking benched him. They didn't want to even put him in the team at all.
Thank God.
That didn't make any sense to me at all. But he got, I guess, half a bag, half a season
Yeah.
of bag. They would call
Well,
it.
yeah,
Jordan-
that money's guaranteed. That's his quota.
Yes.
Well, Jordan Henderson left and he got nothing.
They didn't give him his money,
He's moving to Ajax and they said we're not.
his wages.
I think he barely played and he left in 5 or 6 months. And then they're like, whatever, let's call it quits. They didn't pay him for anything. He's gone. Contract's over.
But wasn't he like getting like bi-weekly checks?
He has to be getting paid for the weeks he was there.
I don't know. I heard he's not getting any money. He's leaving.
I think maybe like they just called it quits. Like you don't owe me anything more.
Yeah. Let's just wash our hands of this.
Walk
Let's
away.
walk away.
Yeah.
But he must have got something for being there.
Of course, yeah. He got a salary.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But good for Jota. Good move for Jota.
Yes.
Get back where you're playing. You're so young. You just need to keep playing. And then the next, let's say you, like the NBA always says, bet on yourself, right? I think the kid's pretty good. He probably thinks he's pretty good. He did pretty well on
West Ham's
Celtic.
decent.
I think this is perfect. I think he can make
And
an
also,
impact.
like, there's enough money in the Premier League. Like, the Premier League pays well. If you can
Yeah.
like do well in the Premier League and other teams in the Premier League, your next Premier League contract will be good.
Dude, the
you know?
shittiest team in the Premier League pays better than like mid-table teams in Spain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's their power.
if West Ham, you're in the right spot, and you love that attacking football. You've played already in Scotland. They have a similar style.
And he
Premier
loves-
League's just like running up and down the wings anyway.
He loves blowing bubbles.
oh, you'll be blowing bubbles for sure.
Bubbles.
The breeze bubbles.
I'm like Don Ho blowing the bubbles.
Fabio Ronaldo to Guimarães is in the works, apparently. I like
Nice.
that move.
I like that too.
Fabio Ronaldo, but I liked how on my Rio Fever app I would have a little bit of diversity with a one Rio Ave player, and now I got like 3 Guimarães guys. Great move. He's been fantastic all season. Good for Fabio.
It's great when they played Benfica. He threatened a lot. I was impressed.
Yeah. Thank God for that red card that game, guys.
Wow, I'll take him where I can get him. So will you.
Big Vitinha apparently getting shopped out to Genoa. He's got a $25 million buyout clause.
Big Vitinha.
Big Vitinha at Marseille, yeah. Apparently not working out. They just bought Aubameyang. They're doing okay.
You're saying big, like not the one that's the biggest star, but the biggest, largest person.
largest
More
man.
in size.
He's not that big still.
He's
but
bigger
yeah.
than the little one.
He's bigger than the other
Bigger
guy,
than
yeah.
the Vitinha, okay?
I think Marseille has to be more patient. Like it hasn't even been a year.
Yeah.
They want to give up. They want to ship him
He
out.
might not like the cafeteria.
It's the same thing with Gonzalo Ramos. It's like, come on, these French teams are like giving up on our players. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, Aubameyang's your guy right now. He's 34. Like,
Yeah.
you got it. Isn't Vitinha like your next guy? Like,
You
what
would think.
are you planning for?
And then even at PSG, it's like you have that whole like Mbappe conundrum where that guy just he's such a big presence on that team. It's like how do you plan around that anymore?
Well, they got to plan around him leaving to Real Madrid, I would assume.
Yeah.
I thought this guy was supposed to go to Real Madrid like 8 years ago.
But now his contract's like really up. And I'm surprised actually he hasn't announced it, but
I'm surprised he hasn't bought the entire city of Paris.
Right?
He's
Like-
being very coy about it.
yeah, he loves being coy.
He doesn't want to say anything.
Sneaky, sneaky. All right, some manager news, guys. Klopp
Huge.
out. Klopp says, I'm done. End of the season, I'm tired. I'm done with this shit.
I think he's burnt out. Yeah.
Some great
I'm
memes.
getting too old for this shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, if he announced somewhere in the next couple weeks that he's got signed to somewhere else, then all hell will break loose. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A very classy guy, though. He says
If you're gonna lie, just do it right. Like,
he says no other English club and like no other team for a year.
Yeah. So we'll see.
So with the burnout, do you think a year is acceptable? So he said, give me a year. I'm going to rest. My year of rest and relaxation, I think, much like the book, I guess.
R&R.
Yeah.
I think he deserves it.
Oh, absolutely. Going for all those like quadruples and trebles is exhausting, right?
It's got to be, yeah.
They were in it like so many years. Like
I would like to
fighting
see
for it.
I mean, I don't think like you see the picture of like the president when they start and then the president after like one term, the president after 2 terms. I'd like to see that with Klopp. I don't think it'd be that bad,
Well, like how they look.
Yeah.
Well, 9 years will do that to anyone.
Yeah.
No, just regular.
Obama was like 8 years in the White House, right? And
Yeah,
everyone
they
said
did
like what a
that.
difference, but it's like those are formative 8 years where you look like you're
You
young
will look
and
older.
then old.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, look at this. When Klopp first got to Liverpool, this was his starting lineup. Goalie, Simon Mignolet.
Wow.
Right back, Nathaniel Klein. Center back, Martin Skirtle.
Legend.
Mamadou Sakho. Left back, Alberto Moreno. Defensive mid, Lucas Leiva.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Emre Can.
Emre Can.
That guy was
James
a
Milner.
starter,
James Milner
really.
on the right wing. Adam Lallana.
Boo.
Coutinho.
Sick.
Divock Origi.
Legend.
That's what he started with.
That's a shitty. That's like a B line.
He built it.
Well, he built it, but he had time. He had trust in the management.
Yeah.
This
Proper
is
scouting.
football heritage. Okay,
It is football
heritage is that they invested in him and they gave him what he wanted. But I will say, I mean, I think, did he do 7 at Dortmund and then 9 at Liverpool? You would get burnt out by that. Like 9 in a club, that's unheard of nowadays.
Yeah.
That is absolutely unheard of.
His
And
vibes are so good.
And it's even rare to like see just like a manager like, yeah, I'm leaving. Like, when was the last time they're always getting fired?
Yeah.
It's always someone getting fired.
Because Liverpool won't fire him. He's such a good dude.
Why would
fucking
you?
sick.
And he's always doing well. He's always top 4. He's always fighting for the league. He won Champions League, Premier League. He won at one of everything.
All the
actually.
cups, yeah.
He won at one of everything.
Yeah.
Is
Only
he a-
one though, but still.
Is he afraid of getting to the La Decima and being like, we got nothing this year? 10 years, I got nothing for you. He's
Yeah, I
hoping
mean-
just like 9. Let's not up the ante.
It's like being in a relationship that you know it's over, and you go for that one more date, and you're like, I can't do this anymore, right? Like on that date, you're
I
like,
wouldn't even say that because I don't think he's leaving because he doesn't like. I think there's a genuine chance he can win the Premier League this year.
no, but he's
Oh,
saying
for
like,
sure.
I don't want to start next year and then have to just be like, I can't. I don't want to start next year and quit halfway through the season, right? He's
True.
like, I can tell this is what I have right now left for you guys, and I'm going to finish this one, and that's it.
Yeah.
But you're going to get everything for this one.
Yeah.
And then we're not going to start again.
I'm actually really excited to
And
see
it-
how the players are going to react to this because like, I feel like they're like, this is the final push. Like,
Yeah,
we're in
maybe.
the finals.
Maybe.
Let's fucking go.
Maybe it's a strategy. Like they want to win it for me.
You think it's kayfabe?
Well,
Maybe.
Because
And then-
the
and then
players love the coach. They want to win it for
And
him.
then the season's over. They're winning. They're on the double-decker bus, and he pulls a Jordan Belfort from Wolf of Wall Street.
I'm not
leaving. I'm not going.
I'm not fucking leaving.
leaving.
That'd be sick. That's my dream, anyways.
The thing about
Run
it
it
is,
back.
You know how much those parades and celebrations they could do to someone. That's where Figo was like, I'm Barca forever. You know,
Yeah.
that changes your. It changes. You
You're
could
also
say,
drunk, so
Yeah.
you
Once-
love everyone.
Once you
Yeah.
get on that mic, you could say anything, right?
Once
Yeah.
that Dom
Yeah.
Perignon hits. But yeah, I mean, there's been murmurs about like the German national team. They're kind of in a weird, shitty spot.
I got a couple more things to say about Klopp. I was
Clop it up.
he's setting you guys up well for his exit, right? Like that's a nice thing to do, to be like, he's given his 2 weeks, but it's like 3 months or
Yeah.
whatever. He's like, look, you can go start the search now. I ain't gonna be here. None of my team is gonna be here because they want head coaching jobs as well. But look who I got you. I got you Darwin. I got you Luis Diaz. Maybe cash in on Salah now if he doesn't want to play for another manager.
Soboslai.
Right.
McAllister.
Right. So
He's
he's
picked up
like,
some
a good
quality
team,
players.
he's not
Oh, yeah.
draining you and being like, you guys are effed without me. He's setting you up.
Chavi also saying, I can't do this shit. I'm done.
This is
He only
interesting.
did like 1 year. Why is he done?
Yeah, that's a coward right there.
I
He's
thought
a coward.
I think he must have an offer at like Vissel Kobe or something.
the Japanese team you played on.
Yep.
Oh no, probably Saudi or something. I don't know why. Why would he leave? Or he's just like, I have enough money. I want to chill at home.
He's like, I spent all those years in Qatar learning Arabic. Let me go to Saudi Arabia and make a lot of money.
100% he's got enough money. He's fine.
They're building something. Like it's not going so bad that he
Yeah,
has to
this
leave.
one
But they're-
seemed really odd.
They're kind of broke, right? So if they're going to be like, this is your team and you got to keep playing these 16-year-olds, maybe he's not into that.
They got one of the best academies though. These guys coming up are pretty good.
That's true, which is, it's kind of weird to me that he's like, he seems like the perfect like La Masia like coach.
La Masia,
like
yeah.
I know how to bring guys through, if anything, right?
If anything, yeah, he's a La Masia star boy.
But I guess he's just like, I don't know, he's just maybe not in contention enough, or he wants to be a winner more.
There must be something going on. Like he must have some ulterior motive to leave in.
And I was thinking, because I know Mourinho is on the market, and Mourinho has Barcelona connections. It feels like this is the team that Mourinho's
Ooh.
always wanted to manage, was Barcelona.
Ooh.
So,
I mean, but he hated them when he was on Real Madrid, obviously.
And I don't think it's a good move for Mourinho personally because
No.
of the team they have, the money they have, and like using what he's just going to run these 16-year-olds into. Like
Dude,
he
he
doesn't
was just
bring
complaining-
players through.
He's not good with kids.
He was just complaining that Roma couldn't give him money. You think he's going to go to Barca?
Yeah, they have less money.
Yeah.
Maybe no.
I don't
Same
know. I
maybe.
don't know. But you got excited when I said Marino to Barca.
I was excited, yeah.
You like that idea?
I don't know. At first glance, yeah, it's just kind of cool, right?
Right.
I kind of like him taking over Napoli right now. No?
Nabbly dabbly?
Because they're in Champions League. What if he goes on a Champions League run?
No, I think Di Laurentiis said no. We're not bringing in Mourinho.
The only reason I say Marino to Barca is the history.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes me think that. But
So I have
we'll
no
see how it
idea
plays
what
out.
he's going to do. It's interesting.
He's a wild card, bitches.
Definitely wild card, yeah.
Wild card.
Amorim, Ruben Amorim. He says, I'm out. If we don't win a trophy, Sporting is a big club. They need to win trophies. If I don't do it this year, I'm out. Strengthening the Amorim to Liverpool connection.
Interesting.
Crazy thing to say. Because
I don't know about that.
Sporting only wins trophies every 20 years. So that's a crazy thing
They
to
were
say.
due for one.
I mean, but they're very strong contenders for the Portuguese title, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're
So he's very confident in that, I think.
maybe very much like Klopp. He's putting his cards on the table being like, guys, you want me to stay? Play your fucking hearts out this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like saying shit and like getting people going.
Exactly. That's what I think too. I didn't hear this quote exactly, but I imagine it's kind of like, we're here to win things. We got to win things. If I don't win,
Why
And
am I
he's
here?
going off. Like, if I don't win, I'm leaving.
If I don't win, what am I doing here?
Exactly. And he's still in 3 competitions, so he has a good chance of winning something.
and he likes his team. Why wouldn't you?
Oh, they're very strong. Yeah.
Arteta out. I feel like that was a bullshit rumor. I don't know. I feel like every manager was just getting trigger happy with I'm leaving. And then on Twitter, it was like Arteta's leaving.
It's bizarre.
It was 100% bullshit, but at least he says it is. And
Yeah.
I think it just comes from the Xavi leaving Barcelona and then like his connections with Barcelona
No.
and like Arsenal probably not winning the league. I don't know.
Yeah. That Barcelona job's a bad job. I wouldn't wish that on Arteta or Mourinho. But
Yeah, it would make no sense for
no.
Arteta to go to Barcelona when he's built something with Arsenal that's going pretty well, and then he'd have to start from zero at Barcelona.
Yeah.
You're in a bigger
Build
club.
something all from zero.
It's a bigger club in a bigger market. Like, why would you ever switch Arsenal for Barca? There's more money in England.
Also, like, you intend to be successful. You intend to manage for like a lot of years. The Barca job will open up again. You know what I mean? Like, they go through. Like, what are people thinking? Like, this is my one chance to coach the glorious Barcelona that everyone talks about and that everyone would be honored to manage. It's like there'll be years down the line if you that's
It's the same
really one
thing,
of your life goals.
People are saying Xabi Alonso to Liverpool.
Yes.
I think they'll have many years in the future for Xabi Alonso to do that. He's still very young.
But he's
Yeah.
so very hot right now.
But if he does win Bundesliga with Leverkusen, and it's like, well, I won that. Might as well just leave now and
Yeah.
go to Liverpool.
Dude, but
So
then
in the summer, we'll see what
I
happens.
mean, that's like the number one rumor for.
But then
for
that's like
Liverpool.
the Andre Villas-Boas debacle when it's like, oh, I won with Porto, we won the Europa League, we won the league. Where do I go from here? And then he goes to Chelsea and he shits the bed. And it's like, I'm not saying Xabi Alonso is going to do that, but like, that shit happens.
there's no
but-
rush for Xabi.
But he's also got history there too, right? At Liverpool.
Yeah, but look at all the other. Xavi's another example of, I had history at that team. He won 1 year, and now
but
he's already,
Villas-
I'm out the door.
Villas-Boas doesn't have that kind of history.
No.
It's hot stove too. People, I think it's a little annoying. Like
Hot
people,
stove, I
hot
like
stove.
that.
People get they get excited about the next thing. When it's like the manager, Xabi had to say like, look, I'm finishing this year with this team and we're doing fucking great. Don't ask me about that shit right now. Like they won't let people like finish their thing. Like what's next? What's next? Well, this season's not even over yet, right? So
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to run it back if they win.
yeah,
the
there's a lot of.
Bundesliga.
I could imagine a lot of frustration there from Xabi Alonso being linked, but I also could imagine him talking to his agent and say like, "Hey, make sure that spot's open." eh, for me.
Some people are in a rush to get their career going. Like Liverpool spots open, get me in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's tons of coaches trying to get in there right now.
Of course.
Yeah.
Roy Hodgson's probably like, sign me up. I've done that job before. I can do it again.
Oh God.
Give me Salah. Give me Diaz. All right.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts, a lot of excitement. Because, whoever comes in, they got to be okay with Salah. And then Salah might say, I'm out
No,
too.
I think
Maybe I want to go to Real.
Salah's out.
You think Salah's out?
Yeah.
Cash in on him if you
Cash
can.
in.
Might be the
Dude,
time.
for-
Where's he gonna go?
For
Saudi?
him, go to Saudi. Go make fucking $250 million a year.
Yeah.
Like, get that Ronaldo deal. Do it.
I mean, I know it's only temporary and it's not like big stage competition, but Liverpool look pretty damn good even without Salah
Yeah.
right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like they're fine without him. And
Yeah.
also, like, he can go. There's nowhere he's going to go and make as much money as he is right now I don't know how much longer his Liverpool contract is, but like, just go to Saudi. Go fucking make that money.
It's just about crushing records, right? Like he can be like the best thing that club's ever seen.
Oh, I mean,
Right?
I think it
And,
already is.
Yeah, but
In a lot of
stay
ways.
there for a couple more years, and it's like that's
Yeah.
a done deal. You are that club.
But then to continuously re-sign him, it's like you have to keep upping what you pay him. Unless he says no, but then it's if they say no to a smaller contract, he'll say, okay, well, Al Hilal will pay me fucking 500 million.
yeah, go there then. See you later.
That's what I'm saying. All right. Talking Tasa, guys.
Speaking of Saudi,
Talking little Tasa.
speaking of Saudi, this might be the last year that this Taca Tasa is in Leiria.
I don't think so.
Oh, man. I like that they had the super box in the corner right by that goal on the one side.
And you call it the Super Box. The Super Caixa. The Super, I guess, I don't know what they call it.
Super
Like
box
a press
box.
A press box.
Yeah. But it was the VIP center for the Super Box. The Super Box VIP
Lovely.
suite.
And Albert was there.
Yep, Albert and Barney, Longbow
VIP,
football.
Albert and Barney.
They were hanging out in the Super Caixa. They were having a good time drinking all the
Amazing.
Super
That was
Bock.
cool to see them. I saw their stories and
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah, check those out from
They had
Long
their
Ball.
shirts off. They were going crazy, hanging out with Travis Kelce and
Whoa.
everyone in the Super Box.
And Taylor?
Oh, wait, they were in the box with Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Fucking nuts, guys. Watch those highlights.
Yeah.
They're good. But yeah, a wild week of highlights. Last week we were saying, oh, the weekend's going to come. We're going to see a Lisbon derby. No Lisbon derby.
Yeah, thank God.
Well, we were
I
all
mean,
looking forward to that. Yeah.
It's always nice to see Danny, but we didn't even contact him, and
Oh,
rightly
yeah.
so. I mean, our
Rightly
teams
so.
were out. Our teams went out.
Oh,
crazy, yeah.
And that started with Braga and Sporting on Tuesday, no?
Braga beats Sporting 1-0. Abel Ruiz redeems himself with a masterful header. He needed that so badly because that game against Guimarães, and it was around the time where Bonza was just leaving for AFCON, and they're like, we need a striker. And Abel Ruiz just fucking showed how important he is to that squad. And I think that was a huge moment for him.
Yeah. All season he's been shit in the bed. Like, not good enough.
No, he's been playing well. He just hasn't been scoring. Where it's like he is a striker and he should be scoring, but it's like he's at least producing something. But you know, when you miss a breakaway in such a vital derby,
Yeah.
it'll hit you. And it's like this was his redemption.
The redeem team.
The redeem team.
That's what they're calling them.
Yep.
That's what I'm calling them, yeah.
You just must have watched that Netflix documentary
No.
yesterday.
No,
Didn't do that.
what are you talking about?
I really I was just checking out the highlights. Missed this one, but Eduardo Quaresma spun a guy.
yeah,
Masterclass.
Did you guys check this out?
I love Eduardo Quaresma, yeah. He's got the fucking Jenga there.
Yeah. Dude,
He
and
can spin a guy.
He spun him well, and then he was either looking for it was like a cross shot. It was kind of one of those, if this finds the side corner, but maybe someone will tip it in
Yeah.
kind of deals.
But
But they
we're-
just put it across the net.
we're also living in this time where it's like, man, Otamendi scored 2 goals this week. Tony Silva, what was it 2 weeks ago? He banged that one in the box, and it's like defenders are getting up there and they're scoring. Pep scores pretty regularly. Coach scores pretty regularly. Not so much this season, but in the past. But like,
Antonio Silva's got some moves.
yeah.
Ignacio scored some goals for the national team a
Yeah.
couple months ago. So yeah,
Some headers, yeah.
he's in
The best-
He's in good company.
all the best ones do.
Yeah.
And I think this kid's got it.
He's got the name for it, for sure.
But the story of this game is Sporting missed chances.
Yeah.
Oh, so many.
That-
Sporting owned this game. They controlled the game, but
Nuno Sanch hit the post on that little chip flick. That was beauty.
yeah.
I feel bad for them. It's like, it's such a Benfica move to get so many chances and then not score. And then they do the opposite in the league game in the weekend.
Yeah. But yeah, as Gallo, I think for that Abel Ruiz goal, he just fell asleep. He was just standing around. Abel Ruiz just flying through the air right in front of him.
That's always going to be a
Embarrassing.
tough man marking thing for him.
What's as Gallo's next team? Boavista?
Hey, it's Guy. It's Guy
over here.
It's Guy over here.
He's not looking good, man.
You think he's got to move on?
I think he's dust. He's toast. Sporting got to get rid of him.
He's Amarim's Gallo.
He's a plug. You know, they say this term in hockey all the
He's-
time. He plugs that hole. He's like a guy you put in there. Obviously, Fucking Ruben Amorim would love to have a superstar there, but he doesn't. He's got his guy, so he puts him in there.
But it's the same with Benfica last year.
Does a job.
The same with Benfica last year, where it's, we got Andre Almeida. He's technically our captain. He's our guy. He plays the right back. Maybe he'll play center back, but he's shit. Just get rid of him.
But he's not that bad. I mean, Andre Almeida had to retire halfway through the season. Like that's that's how far gone he was.
Yeah.
But his guy, who I think could still play, is just
maybe he's a Guimarães guy.
He's a Guimarães guy.
He got beat, and they got the 3 center back system there, so to try and let him get beat less. You know what I mean? That wing back is less comes into play. But either way, Sporting should have won that game. They dominated, but it's Braga's year for something. They pushed themselves to the final, and they went there. And then the next game was Estoril Benfica. So I'm thinking, wow, Braga Benfica final.
It's gonna be heated, brother.
Yeah.
Estoril edge out Benfica after penalty shootout goals by Rafiki Tan and Otamendi. Wow.
It was off to a bad start. Patrick can speak to this more. I was with my girlfriend. Sometimes when you're with girlfriends, they don't let you watch Benfica. Sometimes when you're with girlfriends,
you gotta buy her a jersey. That's the loophole.
No, I think I need to get Fanatiz or something, whatever this is, on my phone. What is that app streaming service? I gotta put this Fanatiz on my phone.
So you want to just stream on your phone?
Yeah. And then I can
while you're with your girlfriend. Oh, you're kissing her, and then you have it behind her head.
Yeah. Obviously. Okay, don't do that. Cut
that. Leonardo misses a sitter,
dude,
as well as a penalty.
Leonardo missed a great chance, and he missed his penalty. I think the problem was he didn't have his championship badge ironed on to his jersey.
Oh, it fell off.
I don't know if it fell off. When he went on the field, he never had it. I don't think anyone ever put it on his jersey.
That juju.
My goodness.
So he didn't have Campião on his jersey. I think that was the problem. He didn't have that energy from
he didn't play like a Campião.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
such a fuck up. Like, I think someone should have got fired for that. Like, honestly,
the kit man.
The 80-year-old kit man needs to get fired for that?
Yes.
You gotta have a young, spry kit man.
Because honestly, what else can explain that? Like, Leonardo's been great. The one chance he misses, he misses the penalty too. It's down to the badge on his jersey, I think.
This is what, like, when Giannis Antetokounmpo was like, we all need to be better. Everyone needs to be better. The laundry guy needs to be better. The kit
guy
man
who cleans the jerseys.
Yeah, everyone's like, wow, Jesus.
The kit
guy's coming for him?
Top to bottom, yeah.
Kit man can't skip laundry day. He's got to get you your fresh jerseys. They got to smell clean.
Giannis obviously saw some stains on some things. He was a secret message down to that guy.
No. You can't skip it. You say you're wearing the nice jerseys that day. That man's got to clean them.
Yeah, of course. And
no cutting corners.
They got to be clean.
Kit man cuts corners. Oh.
The kit man cuts corners.
I ain't disagreeing with that. I'm just saying there's some chances. Rafa had some chances. Di Maria did that amazing volley.
Oh,
essentially we were doing the same.
I wish that went in. That was so nice. Yeah.
How do you even do that? The ball coming and putting so much venom on it that it deserved to go in, but the goalie was there.
He's a beautiful man.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
That's just skill and class. That's just like 36 years of just playing football in your entire life. You can just do that at the best level.
I saw Alvaro, a little taste of him. Carreras.
Ooh, new boy. Took Grimaldo's number.
Yeah.
Whew.
He was doing well, man. He was beasting and feasting up there on that left wing. Something we haven't seen in a while because that side has been dead with Moratu and João Mario.
Yeah.
He put so much life into that side.
Such a bad left wing.
Yeah.
So we were pouring it on him.
But he only got like the last 10 minutes.
Much like Sporting, we were pouring it on him. We leave it to penalties. And I'm thinking, and again, I'm just looking at that who's taking them and if there's an X or if there's a little ball picture beside it.
All right. This is your point of view. You're looking at live score, X's or O's.
I'm talking about X's and little balls beside the name. And the players they're picking, I'm kind of like, why isn't the kid play? Let the kid kick? Come on, let the kid kick for once.
Which kid?
The Carreras.
You want Carreras to shoot
instead of Thomas Orujo? they thought he was gonna. I mean,
Tomasz
We're making
was-
every center
he was
back-
6th after Di Maria.
we're making all the center backs shoot. Let the kid kick. That guy, it seems like he can take one.
João Mario off the bat.
I think
Man's
like the
penalty
first
kick
5 are picked by the coach. He
Then
says
it's wild
who
cards.
wants to go. These guys go. And then like I think after that, it's just like wild card, right?
No, he's got to pick 10.
He picks 10.
I don't
think
know how
so.
it gets picked.
I think maybe Tomasz stepped up. He said, "I can take this."
Okay.
Do you think?
I don't know.
Do you think Leonardo too soon was a bad choice?
Second,
Yeah.
No, he's.
No.
I don't know.
He's a striker.
I feel like he's a
João-
striker. It was a shit penalty though. It was like
Yeah.
down the middle.
João Marques missed his spot too, and that guy's been great for Estoril. Sometimes that's the story of the penalty kick. Your big guys don't show.
I tell you what, if you're in the top 5, you're expected to score.
Yeah.
Everybody that's gets picked top 5 is
You
expected.
know who took a great penalty? Cabral fucking smashed it. Great penalty.
The one thing I think about with penalty kicks is I think it was the 08 Champions League final, Chelsea United, where it's like Ronaldo scored to get them to extra time, and then he misses penalty in the shootout. I was thinking that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that happens, but he missed.
Ronaldo likes to go 5th.
But in
and-
that one, he missed early.
Yeah.
And you can miss early
Yeah.
because you have some time to make it back up. At the
Ryan
end, that's when the
Giggs.
pressure's on. It's like you got to score.
Ryan Giggs or the Grizz will get you there.
There was the one, I think, Confederations Cup. Ronaldo wanted to go 5th.
That was against in Spain in one of
Chile.
the Euros. Yeah. Oh no, and the Confederations Cup too, where the 3 people who went were João Moutinho, Ricardo Quaresma, and
Nani.
Nani, and they all missed. And at that time, I said none of these people should play again.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And
Yeah. Anyways, that happened.
Anyways.
Braga triumphantly lifts silverware as they take Estoril to penalties. Estoril scores the first goal of that game with a penalty. Braga would tie it up with a rocket from Ricardo Horta. One-timer, top of the box.
That's what Di Maria was trying to do, and Ricardo Horta successfully did it. Congratulations to him. That was an incredible goal. I love that goal.
Beautiful, man.
amazing.
Volley. Nice. Very
What a
settled
player.
into the net very nicely.
King
Stonk
Richard.
of the week, goal of the week,
King Richard, baby.
I'll give him Stonk a week. There wasn't that many Stonkalicious goals this week.
Stonkalicious.
They go to they go to
I knew
penalties.
you'd like that.
Ricardo Horta scores. João Moutinho, our guy.
Yep.
Too much,
He
Ben.
knows. He's got that in his mind implanted forever. And also just saying, you're good at this. Do it.
He must have it implanted at the end because after they won, Thiago Araujo missed his, sadly. He went down to the ground. João Moutinho went and picked him up off the ground and said, it's okay, brother. You'll be all right, brother. And then it was interviewed and said, we all hit well.
We all hit well.
Nós batamos bem. Tuj. Like, he was like, we all hit well. Didn't I send you guys this today?
Yeah. Wait.
Man.
So
João
he was-
Moutinho said that.
João Moutinho said it. He was quoting Cristiano Ronaldo.
Beautiful.
I bet he sent this video like every other day. Like people always talk about this moment to him. He's very aware of it.
Yeah. That's implanted in his brain forever.
So he did he pick up Thiago Araujo?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Nice.
Class move.
Man, that guy went straight down. He covered his face with his jersey. I feel bad for him, man.
Sad
That was
times.
sad.
It would have been cool to see Estoril win the Taca da
It
Liga.
would have been, yeah. And they really wanted it. They were so close.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see the smaller team win. But I gotta say, when you're looking at these 5 goal scorers, Horta, Moutinho, Ruiz, Pizzi, and Musrati, that's like a perfect lineup to like represent Braga, where it's like Horta's their guy. Moutinho, they just brought in, classic player. Ruiz, he's like their promising new striker. Pizzi, another guy kind of like Moutinho, and then
Grizzly
Musrati-
vet, you would call him.
Grizzly vet.
Portuguese league vet.
And then Musrati, who's like your heart of gold there.
Big Al.
Big Al, baby.
You can call him Al.
fucking
You
A.
can. And
And I want to give it up to Estoril's goalkeeper, Figueroa.
Figueroa? Yeah.
Figueroa.
He played a
Figueroa.
fucking game.
That guy's amazing. Against
Yeah.
Benfica too.
Yeah, shout out to him.
He's great. Portuguese kid too.
All right.
I'll just say this. It's nice. Look, Braga's 10 points off the lead. That's not impossible, but they're probably not going to win the league this year. They built that team with a nice mix of vets that we all wanted to see back in the Portuguese league, including Ronnie Lopes, who we see sometimes, and some other guys, Moutinho and Pizzi. And I'm glad they came away with something, right?
Yeah.
Braga fans can go home out of this year happy and be like, hey, we came away with something. Usually this is one of the big three's titles that they usually take.
It's good.
So,
They're building
we got it.
a good fan base. The stadium was very nice. We love that Leiria stadium. We like that it's hosted there. We don't want it in Saudi.
The Braga fans especially don't want it in Saudi. They said they're boycotting this tournament because they think that at least the ultras.
There was
like,
an ultra group that didn't go.
Yep.
They still filled it up pretty nicely. The Braga fans and Estoril fans were very loud. We saw them too.
And in terms of how they played, how would you say that Braga played this week, Patrick?
Played.
Yeah, their style of play. How would you classify it?
Oh, would I say that they were mooshing?
Were they mooshing?
I guess they were mooshing big time
mooshed.
because they won the fucking cup.
Yeah,
That's a big moosh to me.
That's a big moosh.
Now some people have said that they hate when you say mooshing. That is going.
Maybe
nowhere.
I've said it too much a little bit. I'm trying to push mooshing to being a thing.
You're kind of like this is your fetch.
Yeah, I'm
If
trying
you've
to
ever
make
seen
moosh. I'm trying to make moosh happen.
Yeah.
Sure.
We've received a little bit of hate mail, but we're gonna press on.
Press on. The hate mail's never stopped us before. We keep doing what we're doing. We keep mooshing, as I say.
Yeah. We asked for comments, compliments. We got it, right?
Yeah.
So we're.
But you know what?
I would love to hear how bad we are on this podcast, please.
Yeah.
But you know what? We are gonna draw back the mooshing a little bit.
Are
Just
we?
A bit. Just a bit. Just
If
a
Braga
bit.
Well,
keeps
Justin
it up,
told me it should only be for Braga, and I think that's true.
Yeah.
so what are you, a man bet?
Well, read those Chinese letters.
Yeah, if you're a Wolves fan, you're man betting. But that was in this year. It's a different year.
We're a different year.
It's like, you think we're going to win? Man, bet.
Man, bet we're gonna win.
It's kind of abstract. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to really.
But what I was saying,
Yeah.
people thought they weren't gonna fill up that Leiria stadium with these two teams, but
Yeah.
it looked pretty full. Sure, we had to call in Barney and Albert to get in there and fill a few seats, but it looked full. It sounded loud.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Good atmosphere.
And it's great that we can get like these teams like Estoril and Braga getting their fans in
big,
there, and
big
it's
shout
fun.
to Estoril, man. That was huge.
I'll tell you what the last thing you would want. The last thing you would want is you
Some boring Lisbon derby.
No, you pay for all
I mean,
this
that
Saudi
would be louder a little bit.
you pay for all this Saudi money to have the final in fucking Riyadh, and then to make sure that it's Benfica and Sporting, you rig the games beforehand so
Yeah.
that
Those
so that
fans
this
will come
final
out.
doesn't happen.
Yeah,
right?
everyone wants to make more money, and then
it's just a money,
kind of
money.
rigged.
Yeah, no
How
one
are
wants that.
Estoril fans gonna get to Riyadh?
That's not gonna happen. Yeah.
Well, why not? Like, are they inherently poorer than Benfica fans? I don't understand.
there's just
Wait, yeah, what were you
There's
saying?
just less of them.
Right.
If you're looking at Benfica fans in Portugal,
No, I think the idea is to fill the stadium out with Saudis.
Okay, sure. They got money.
That's the idea.
Well, Estoril.
Grow-
It's like, will the
grow the
Saudis
league,
pay?
or-
Will the Saudis pay to watch not Benfica versus Porto? Will they
Yeah.
pay to watch Passos Ferreira and Estoril?
No, it's Sporting. It's Sporting and Benfica fans paying to go to Saudi, and then it promotes their country.
All right, thank you for listening to the podcast. Just a reminder to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe wherever you get a podcast. We're back on YouTube, so listen to us there. Take some time to leave a rating and a review. And we are on Palma Radio, Palma Talk, online radio station. They got Portuguese music, European music. You like those Euro beats? Go listen to them there.
There's a channel with Euro beats on there.
Oh yeah, all day, baby.
Straight up
Oh.
Euro beats.
Oh,
Get on Palma, baby. And then Palma Talk is just like podcasts. All the time. So yeah, check out Palma Talk. We're on there, and then join us on Patreon. Some extra content, some ridiculous conversations happening there. Sponsor the pod. Get on Patreon. Sponsor the pod. We'll do commercials for you. Happily, we'll do that. Put you on the social posts. We don't got a huge following, but we'll share you. And Chris is not happy about that. Yeah, it's a drop in the bucket this episode, brother.
fake it till you make
Yeah.
it, man. Come
Hey.
on.
What do you advertise?
And if you're
I
just
think I got an email right now from Mr. Moosh. And he's like,
Mr. Moosh.
Moosh.pt?
Oh no.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you just want to support the pod, you like what we do. It's like $3 Canadian a week plus tax. Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing. If you're in America, it's $2.
$2. You can't even buy a street taco for that.
Exactly. So yeah, get help some brother cousins out. Anyways, Portuguese league. How is there still? There's still more soccer. All right. Onto the league games. Porto beat Farense 3-1. Evan Nielsen keeps the good vibes alive. The Dragons continue to build momentum. He scores twice, and then Varela scores again. Second goal, top of the box, smashes it in.
Good for him, man. I'm just like Velio. Where's your form? Like you lost it.
Yeah. Velio. You stank.
He's been killing it, saving everything, and then Porto comes to town and he does some a little bit frango, not fully, but
Dude, Porto.
I feel like he could have saved.
Porto 2024. They're a new beast. They're a new animal.
Yeah.
They're restarting, and I think they're they're title contenders by far.
They're rolling. I will not say a word that I'm not supposed to say, but they're on a roll.
They're
You think
fucking
I said this last
rolling
week?
right now.
I said this last week.
I agree with you last week, Justin.
They got a new midfield. It's looking scary. It's a little dangerous.
Everyone's rolling. Everyone's killing. Some people are beating teams 8-0. I don't know how that's happening. I think it's going to come down to playing each other.
Yeah.
That's usually how it is.
And we got the record. But listen, you keep jumping ahead. Let's talk about this game.
Sorry,
if we can.
go.
And I thought Farense was going to go in there and do a job. And you know what I mean by do a job.
I
do
hope
a good
so.
job. Not like wrestling style, do a job for the other guy and let them win.
Last week I said France was going to beat them. Yeah. Obviously, I was just hoping for that.
We were hoping.
They didn't start Balumi. I think that was a big mistake. You always start Balumi.
There's been shouts that Miguel Oliveira, former Sporting man, plays amazing against Sporting, shits the bed against Porto. And he's got a nice, sexy man bun.
Yeah, I hate talking
Oh, do you mean Mateus?
Mateus.
Yeah, he got a penalty.
I can't remember all these guys' names.
He got a penalty. He skied it.
Yeah, he couldn't even do that.
There was a penalty shout on the other end for Porto, and then the referee called it off or something. He looked at the screen. And then there was a penalty for Farense, and Mateus fucking skied it like Baggio.
Baggio.
Yeah, and I hate to talk about all this stuff about like maybe the players are bribed, the goalie lets some in, the player skied the penalty. I hate talking about it. I hate even bringing it up. Why I bring it up? But it's because it's like nonsense. It's not true.
Wasn't on my mind.
Oh, you think you got paid to do that? You think?
I didn't. I'm not saying. I'm saying I hate talking about it.
You hate saying this.
I hate bringing it up.
By not bringing it up, you're bringing it up.
Yeah.
He hit it. He hit it over the net, and he looked straight at the ground, and he was like, "What the fuck?" And,
He Beckham'd it.
and
That's a classic Beckham.
Yeah, it was like a
2004
Beckham.
move.
It's like there's something wrong with the pitch.
They go, there's something wrong with the ground over here.
Brother, it's your pitch. You're at home.
Yeah,
That's right.
Well, maybe he's looking straight to the groundskeeper. He looked him dead in the eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, how you do this?
In the post game post game press conference, he's like, "We all need to do better." The kit man was off. The groundskeeper off.
Not his best day.
Definitely.
Take some responsibility for your actions.
There was one moment Fabio Cardozo made a beautiful sliding tackle to stop the striker. Elves right behind him smashes one at the net. Diogo Costa parries it out. Beautiful save.
Yeah, that was a weird little deflection one that kind of hit the defender's legs, and then like still, one of those ones that still is on towards the target.
That was nice.
But Cardozo with just such like a masterful slide tackle, but just like no one to help him.
Oh, you want to praise Cardozo?
Yeah, I do want to praise Cardozo. No one to help him on the second half of the play, and just a free volley for this Elves kid to like smash it, and then Diogo Costa, amazing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Diogo Costa, and there's so many teams that in Manchester United, don't you need a goalie? Like, come in for this guy last day of the transfer deadline, 60 million euros, 70 million euros. You got it. Come on, man. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
Please. I mean, Cardozo, he's an amazing defender. Doesn't anyone want this garbage player? So we can put someone else garbage in there?
We're bringing in Otavio from Famalicão too.
That's crazy.
Porto's going to be nuts.
That's a big improvement for center back. You need that guy, yeah.
Taremi's been gone. We've been on fire. I hope Taremi doesn't play when he comes back. I just hope to God Sergio gives up on him.
That's true. You've been mooshing since Taremi's been gone.
I think since, and also like the starting of Chico Conceição, And I hate to say it. Because, like, he just plays a little too safe for this team. Eustachio, putting the Nico Gonzalez and the Varela in there has really kind of changed their midfield up, which is what I was scared about when they got those two guys at the end of last transfer season. But obviously, Sergio Conceição takes 6 months to integrate, and they've hung in there. They're in there. And so I don't think it's going to be a fourth place anymore. Look, guys, I'm changing my vote officially. I don't think we're seeing a fourth place Porto this year.
Oh,
it's only going to be
There's
third.
no way, man.
It's only going to be third.
All
Sorry.
right. Other than that, Galeno looks like a Dick Tracy villain, no?
What are you talking about?
Does he have
you seen
Does
this
he have a
movie?
big
His
face, a big chin?
Features are so crazy. Look at him.
Have you seen this movie?
A little bit.
Okay.
Anyways.
He looks like Madonna.
hey, have you watched the movie? A little bit.
a little bit.
Seen a little bit.
Portimonense continues to surprise as they beat Boavista 4-1 up in the north. Where did these guys come from?
Some nice goals there.
Yeah, man. It was a fucking crazy game.
I feel like
Portimonense, Sporting Yellow.
before this game, it's impossible to predict this result.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to win?
This league
I have
makes
no idea.
fucking sense. It's what I said last week.
These two teams, I have no idea.
Yeah. Aruca smash Vizela 5-0. The Mohican scores twice, as does Cristo Gonzalez. With some nice moves, Mr. Cristo.
Cristo, very nice.
Aruca is back.
I think so. Maybe they'll have a good second half. Their first half was horrible.
Vizela is going down.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Vizela, Chaves, Gil Vicente. Done.
You
No
think
more.
so?
Oh, they're all terrible.
I hope Gil Vicente stays up. The little team from Brazil that could.
Fuck that team, man. Every week. And then they managed to beat Guimarães this week. Where the fuck did that come from? 1-0 game.
That's gonna help them
It's out of
stay up.
nowhere.
That's gonna help them stay up.
I refuse to watch those highlights, watch that game at all.
Okay.
Because this league makes no sense.
No sense. Today, Benfica played
Who was it? Estrela Amadora, was it?
Estrela Amadora. And that game ended 3-1. Artur Cabral. One of the sloppiest bicycle kicks I've ever seen.
Sloppy, but he did it.
Let's
Hey,
start with.
let's just say I've seen way more beautiful bicycle kicks miss the net entirely.
True.
That one hit it with grace.
I love his sloppy style, man. I've learned to love the man.
He's a slopper.
He's a slopper.
And you've given up on Musa, so like this is the guy.
Yeah, but let's start with the beginning of the game. The man has these new players who are available.
Horrible start to the
he
game.
He says I'm gonna stick with the old tried and true. So we got Arsenis on one side of the defense. We have Morato on the other side. I thought we were done with this Morato experiment. I thought it was over once we got the Spanish guy.
I thought the Carreras would come right in, but I understand his move. It's like he needs to train with the team. He's
Welcome
not
to
ready
living
yet.
with Sergio Conceição.
I mean, I think it's a little longer for Sergio, but Schmidt, hopefully he integrates them faster. But Marcos Leonardo, he won't even start. He thinks he still needs more time, more training. It was just his off season, I think, with Santos.
So he's doing this, and you know how can you argue with Schmidt?
How can you argue with Schmidt?
My dad, he hates Schmidt. He has two curse words for. He has a curse word for João Mario that I won't say, and then he has a new one for Morato, which I also won't say.
Smart.
And
Boy, now you're just leaving people curious what they are.
and it's just like he
Use
gets
your imagination.
He just focuses on this one guy, and like now that's his new guy that he's hating on. He's not wrong, but it's just a little grating to hear it so much.
I used to do
Anyways, this
that-
is all personal stuff.
I used to do that
That's a little
with Nuno Valente on Portugal. Never liked them.
Oh.
I never liked Nuno Valente.
He had a double chin. I mean, yeah, that's valid.
He could have worked out a little harder. But anyways.
Either way, Morato's not playing in his position.
Yeah.
The midfield, Kokshu had a good chance on a free kick. He missed it. But other than that, I don't think he did enough. João Neves is always amazing. Di Maria is trying his best. But we go down 1-0, and I'm a little scared because they weren't really creating anything. And then at that point, Estrela Amador is just going to play 10 guys behind the ball once they're up 1-0.
I don't mind that. Like,
Oh, not only that, but they were counter after counter after counter.
Oh,
yeah, we left our
looked
back
scary.
open.
Around the
yeah.
30th minute, it was counter city, baby.
It looked scary, right?
Yeah.
And we were doing too many turnovers, too many sloppy passes.
And they had one counter in particular where the guy came up. I forget his name, whatever.
I think it was Fabio. No, not Fabio, but Ronaldo.
Yes.
something.
deked the goalie and just botched it.
It was almost 2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should have been 2-0.
Trubin did do enough on the goal. Look, he couldn't do any. He already
through his
saved the
legs.
first one, and then the second one he's trying to reset, and it goes through his legs. Trubin's great. He was solid, and then he stopped another great shot, and then he made that guy. He put him off enough to make him miss the net. Correct?
Yeah,
I wish we could just start well, because like that's what Sporting did in the next game. They just started well and they just kept scoring. Because I feel like we can do a goleado against these fucking teams, but like we just get all messy in the first 30 minutes. We go down and then we have to get 2. Thankfully, it was fucking great. We got 2 before the second half.
Somehow
before the half ended.
Some of those back passes were atrocious. They were like keep putting. Arsonist did one. Someone else did one. We're like, you keep putting yourself in these terrible positions. Thank God these guys stink.
They want to run on these passes. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's what they're waiting for. Yeah.
Arsonist is like, get me out of this fucking back line, please.
Maybe.
Please.
I hope he's done too. We saw it come in. That was
Yeah.
later in the game.
But yeah, Cabral, Rafa Silva, Otamendi,
So,
Leonardo.
There was a warning
It's
chance.
almost a goleado.
There was a warning chance before where Di Maria found Artur Cabral. They seem to have some kind of magical, not connection, but like I'm gonna make this pass because I'm Di Maria, and you just have to like sneak behind the defender and grab it, right? Essentially.
That's fucking Cabral's job.
Yeah. So they did it twice.
Fucking
the
find
first
him.
time he missed them, and then the second time he bicycle kicked it with, I would say, it was as good as Wayne Rooney's famous one was, where he hit it with his shin. Artur Cabral also hit his with his shin.
Yeah.
And he kind of like sliced across it so that it made it go into the side netting, and it was not like an oh my god bicycle kick because you saw him set himself up for it. It was just kind of like
Nice.
it
was
nice.
It was slow motion kind of. Yeah. Well, everything Cabral does is in slow
It
motion,
was a very slow motion bicycle
Yeah.
kick. Yeah.
and it just happened. You're like, great.
He's a slow motion.
That's a
man.
goal. Great.
let's just say that if it was any other league, I don't know if you'd be able to get away with it.
No. Well, he came from Serie A, so like that's
Oh yeah,
that's where
true.
things are a little slowed down.
Yep.
And then
we're like
Premier League is 1.5. Serie A is like
0.8.
0.8, yeah. Portuguese League 0.9.
right before the half, I thought, okay, we're done. That was a perfect time to tie up the game right before the half. We ain't done.
I say keep going for it. Yeah.
And they were, because they had 5 minutes. Rafa kept going.
And they were, as I would like to say, they were mooshing at this point.
Oh, man.
And
After the third
keep
glass
sending
of
it in,
port,
just
we
keep-
say whatever.
keep sending in and keep sending balls. Send ball to Rafa. Boom, hits it one time into the net. And that's why we need to keep Rafa forever.
What a goal for Rafa.
Lifetime contract.
Pay the man his money.
That's why he's on the wall outside the stadium.
Yep.
What a goal by Rafa. He just turned. He knew where the net was, turned on it, and just spanked it right into the bottom
I don't know what we're
corner.
gonna do without him, and I don't know what we're gonna do without Di Maria.
You know,
We're gonna do a Prestiani Rollheiser or something.
I have some theories, but I think they have some ideas as well. But
Gosh has got a plan.
yeah, exactly. So then, also we go into halftime 2-1 up. We're happy. We're thinking this game's over. Come back.
I felt like it kind of was over. It's like
Yeah,
I
no.
don't know how Estrela's gonna come
It
back
was
from
over.
this.
Well,
Estrella.
once the red card went, that was over.
And then come back. You score at the other perfect time, right when the half starts. So
Boom.
now it's 3-1. Now the game is
Definitely
over.
over.
Then they
From
get
a-
the red card. Now the game's over.
Yes. The
Red card, you can change the channel.
Yes.
the Otamendi goal from a
You can.
corner, it bounced to him off the goalie.
Artur Cabral got his head to it.
Yeah.
Why don't we score any of these corners in like a tight game? No, it's like already a blowout. In a tight game, I'm like, we have so
You
many
guys
corners.
We have so many bad corners.
Always get fucking red cards, man.
Well, they have to foul us because we're so much better than the other team. They have to
Jesus
foul
Christ.
us.
They foul our players.
Let's
They
see the record. Let's see
I
the
was at-
record.
I
These
was-
fucking teams foul Rafa like crazy because they can't take the ball off him.
I was at work. I saw Estrella scored first. I went to my buddy. I was like, Estrella scored first. Benfica's losing. Let's celebrate. He's like, man, they're going to get a red card. Benfica's going to win this game 3-1. That's basically what happened.
But you know what's funny? So this is something a little bit more
You should bet on it. Then.
theoretical.
Yeah.
This is something a little bit more like, not abstract. Anyways, when Porto goes up or goes down 1-0, which happens every once in a while, I think nothing of it. I go, Porto's going to win this game. I already know they're going to win this game. I'm a little hopeful, especially when it's early, right? Early goal, I'm like, Porto's still going to win this game. Today, when Benfica went down that 1-0, I was worried because they weren't creating anything until that last
Dude, when Benfica
40th minute
goes-
when they got that first one.
Justin,
I was very
when
concerned.
I ain't no
goes-
bitch. I ain't giving up at the 30th minute.
Okay, can I tell you something as a pure neutral? When Benfica went down, I was like, they're probably gonna come back. When they scored the first goal, I was like, it's done. I'm like, I was
See?
like,
Okay.
And that's neutral.
neutral.
Imagine
neutral.
a Benfica fan. I said we're gonna fucking win this shit.
Turn it back to a couple weeks ago when Rio Ave was on their fucking case. And then red
Yeah,
card.
Rio Ave was scary.
Rio Ave was going to beat you guys for sure.
Okay, well, they didn't. And
Red card?
in this one, too,
So when we were cruising, we sent on Ba, Neres,
well, the first
just to get some reps in. Like
the
it's,
first substitution was get Kokshu off, which, hey, I can always get behind.
Oh yes, there was.
Threw on
There was.
Florentino.
You're right. There was a halftime sub for Florentino,
Yeah.
and that was
30
just
up,
to
'cause we were up.
solidified the midfield. Yeah.
We were already up. Anyways, Marcus Leonardo ends up scoring in the end. So he's back off the Schnei, or like he was never on the Schnei, but he
I
scores.
don't count that because he had no champion badge on his jersey, so I
Okay.
don't count that
It
game.
means nothing.
Complete game, complete performance. We can move on. Benfica
All right.
wins again.
You beat
Yep.
Estrella.
Neres just
Amadora.
actually assisted Leonardo's
The
goal.
amateur all-stars.
Great
Yeah.
time. We got Ba in. Hopefully Ba can start the next game. Maybe Schmidt won't let him start the next game. Maybe he'll play the exact same lineup. Moratu again.
Oh, I hope not.
Moratu again.
I just want
yeah.
Mario again. But do we want Ba in on the right back? Auschnitz for João Mario, and then Carreras in Moratu's spot. Is that
Yes.
our perfect lineup?
Yes,
I like
that's
that.
the lineup.
You guys should just do Yahtzee.
Yeah.
You want to do Yahtzee?
Yahtzee that lineup. Everyone can play anywhere.
I think you would like to Yahtzee our lineup.
Yeah, it would. All right, let's move on. Sporting crushed Casapia 8-0. Coata scores 2 goals. Gyökeres scores 2 goals. Trincão scores 2 goals. Gonçalves scores 1. And Jenny Caetano with 1. What a fucking blowout. These guys saved all their goals for one game. The Lisbon derby we were all waiting for.
Well, yeah, exactly. You know these guys, Sporting, they live for the Lisbon derbies. They're so good at them all the time. So they come out and, as they should, they're the favorites to win the league. They have the best player in the league right now. They're steamrolling teams. I mean, that Braga game, I think, was a bit of what's the word?
A one-off.
Anomaly?
A one-off. Yeah, an anomaly is the perfect word.
Jenny Caetano back from AFCON. Goal, assist. What a fucking... Dude, good for him. Good
Nah,
for him.
He's great, yeah.
Trincão blasted one in. Nice to see. Pote's goal was beautiful. And Gyökeres just keeps fucking scoring.
Trincão must be feeling good lately.
Yeah.
He is.
He's on one.
As he should. Him and Marcus Edwards, that's what I pictured our... Sorry to bring it back to Benfica, all my Sportingistas who listen, which I know they're not too many. I thought our wingers would be Di Maria and Neres, just crushing people down the wings. Theirs are the ones who are killing people down the
Yep.
wings. Edwards, Trincão, Pot, Gyökeres runs down those wings too and cuts inside.
Because even
Oof.
Porto with Galeno and Chico, like, they're doing well, but, like, they're not hitting these,
Santos
they're
too.
not hitting these numbers.
They're strong.
Trincão, he's been a young, good, developing player for the last 3-4 years. Since this podcast started, we've been talking about him. This is the first time he's showed true confidence, I think.
True stability.
Yes.
If anything.
He's been scoring, yeah.
Well, you don't get stability without confidence.
It's a short
That's
period,
true.
though. He didn't start the year out well. We're talking about a really short period right
Just
now.
past couple weeks.
People want consistency from
Yeah.
a guy like
And
that.
he's finally
every
showing it.
week. Someone you can count on. Like we used to count on Simão. Every week, this guy's going to play well.
Well, it's easy to score like the 7th or 8th goal.
That too. That too.
8th goal is the easiest in an 8-0 game. Yeah, you're right.
Their spirits are destroyed. So yeah, Sporting still in first, Benfica in second, Porto in third. 5 points off of Sporting. Braga in fourth with 36. And Guimarães drops back down to fifth place. Still tied
Goal-
with Braga, actually.
Goal difference?
Braga's got a game in hand because they played the.
They're
Taca
playing
game.
probably tomorrow,
Yeah,
right?
I think they're playing tomorrow. All right, guys. This is another thing I was thinking of for next week. Best game and worst game to watch.
Bam!
Best game, worst game for next week.
Bam!
What are we saying?
I think the best game, think, because I'm smelling upset here, or maybe I'm just being hopeful. This segment might just be me being hopeful for the next while. I think Famalicão can do something against Sporting.
Ooh.
I think that's a tough game for Sporting, but they're obviously Sporting's rolling, right? So
It's definitely a tough game.
So
It's
for
a little
neutral
bit tougher.
viewers, tune into Sporting Famalicão. Yeah,
I think that could be something.
Famalicão's due for a win.
And Sporting's sometimes coming off those goleadas. I don't know. Maybe you're smelling yourself a little too much, and then you realize, your shit
get
don't
shocked.
stink. Yeah.
by Famalicão. I say watch Benfica crush Gil Vicente.
You know what? I was going to say that's the worst game of the week because I just hate Gil Vicente this year. I just don't want to ever watch them. But seeing as they beat Guimarães last week, they might bring something to Benfica.
I don't think that's an easy. I don't think there's no easy games for Benfica. So I don't think that's.
But you know
gonna be
what?
easy.
Yeah, it's never going to be easy.
Yeah.
When we were going to the League Cup, Estoril was lost 5 in a row or something.
Yeah,
Bad form. I was
exactly.
like, this has to be easy. And it wasn't. Estoril stepped up. It was a semifinal though.
Yeah.
But these teams, they step up for Benfica for some reason.
The worst game of the week, maybe Estoril and Estoril Amadora. Both just broken teams. Amadora coming off that loss to Benfica. Estoril,
Yeah, that might be bad.
Estoril losing the Taça, just like...
Do you think Estoril,
No.
they had this great run in this Taca da Liga, and then go right back to the league, go right back to losing?
Yeah.
Do you think?
100%.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
100%. I think Estoril might get blown out, or just no defense kind of game where they
This
lose
is 0-0.
5-3.
I feel like they might have something under them, after that League Cup run.
It depends on their character. If that was my only chance at any sort of silverware,
They might
and
feel
you blew
you're
it,
dead,
you're
yeah.
like,
A couple guys
They
are
might feel
leave-
down on themselves.
What are we doing here?
There's a couple signings leaving. Coindretti's going to Sporting. I think they're toast. Anyways,
I think Thiago Araujo has something to prove.
you better prove it. In England, Wolves beat West Brom 2-0. Neto scores. He drags the ball into the box and puts one in.
That game was airing at 6:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, our time.
Fuck that
Kris
shit.
was still up.
Very close. Very close.
Whoa, what was that?
Very close. I should have just stayed up. It would have been easier.
Yeah. Liverpool beat Norwich 5-2. Jota scores.
I mean, the people have shown you that this guy is doing great things. I know you guys can't believe it. He can score every week. You guys still don't like him.
No, never
Whatever.
believe it.
Uphill battle for you
Do you guys
guys.
think-
Whatever.
Not on Portugal.
Do you guys think Klopp looked at his front and he said,
Jota.
Darwin, Jota, Luis Diaz, get me out of here. You know what? I've had
Do you want to
enough.
know? Do you know what?
I've had
Not
enough.
Darwin.
Not Luis Diaz.
Guys, Jota is the best, the most accomplished striker out of all three of them this year.
Darwin's really good, actually.
Luis Diaz is
look at
actually the
the
best player in the Premier League.
If you look at the numbers, though, Jota is doing the best for that team out of all
He's
of them.
setting up Steven Gerrard for a beautiful team. Is that who's coming next?
Did you say Luis Diaz
I
is
hope
the
not.
best player in the Premier League?
Oh, by far.
He hasn't proven shit
He
over
hasn't
there.
done
Well,
shit.
someone needs to kidnap his father
That's
again.
right.
Yeah.
When he first got into the team, though, he was doing bits.
Oh, he is fantastic. He's still fantastic.
He's still great, and he still draws defenders, but he's not as clinical on the finish. I mean, he has his days. I don't want to tear him down. He's still a homie. Right?
one of the homies.
Still one of the homies, right? I don't want to tear him down. I believe in him.
Till they transfer him off the club. That guy was busted the whole time.
No, I wouldn't say busted, but, did you expect more from him? Maybe.
No.
Got too much competition.
But yeah, back to Jota. I think, you know what? It's just going to take one tournament playing for Portugal. He's going to fucking explode or do something crazy.
Razzle-dazzle.
And you guys are going to look at him totally different.
You know what? I hope that
I hope he
happens.
doesn't.
man.
I hope he doesn't play for Portugal.
God bless him. I hope that happens.
I don't know what he has to do to sell you guys. It's like,
Yeah.
to me, it's ridiculous.
Do you
Like,
think
the-
he's
you-
done,
you want him-
think he's done enough previously to sell him on players?
not for Portugal, but for Liverpool, he's fucking been great.
Where do you want him on
He's
Portugal?
been
Left
fantastic.
wing
Center, right in the center.
Okay, maybe.
to do headers.
Right in the center. Yes, to do headers.
I
To-
like his head game.
to be a
I do like his
poacher.
head game.
Great head game.
I would say he's better than your boy. What's his
João
fucking
Felix?
name?
Gonzalo
not-
Ramos.
Gonzalo Ramos.
3 against Switzerland.
Yeah. No, I'd still take Jota over.
I'm just saying that could have been Jota just as easily.
Yeah.
True.
He's very easily.
Yeah.
True.
I think
It's the same player.
Ramos isn't that far away from Jota.
No, he's
yeah.
not. He's
And now
really
he's not playing at a high level. He's not
And-
playing at all.
Yeah, you could argue that Jota
And
is
in-
way better than Gonzalo
and in
Ramos.
form.
You're right. Yeah, Ramos isn't playing enough, and Jota might make it ahead of him.
United beat Newport 4-2. Bruno scores. Anthony also scores. And he gets roasted for celebrating because he's been shit all year. And he finally scored a goal. First of the year.
FA Cup.
What division is Newport?
I don't know what Newport's in.
I
Who
think
knows?
League 2 or
Newport.
something, which would be third division.
They make
Third division.
menthol cigarettes.
No, League Two's got to be the 4th division.
Yeah.
You're right.
Championship, League One, League Two.
That would be
Yeah.
fourth, yes.
Marcus Rashford also pictured partying at a club on like Thursday night. And then he said he was sick and he couldn't play this game on the weekend.
And he was benched.
And I don't think he was on the team sheet.
So
I think-
guys think hungover?
Yeah.
No.
For Newport? He's like, fuck that. I'm not playing that.
He said anyone could play against Newport.
Why does
Let Anthony get the goal.
Why does-
let Anthony get
Why
the
does
goal?
partying come into this so much? Everyone tracks everyone's partying. Keane fucking drank every fucking night. when
Yeah,
he
those guys
played.
are all alcoholics.
Dude, Vardy can party.
Yeah, Vardy party. Leave them alone if they drink.
Famously in the NBA Finals one year, Michael Jordan went to Atlantic City when he had a game the next day until like 2 a.m. He said he didn't even drink. Probably a lie, but he was with his dad just gambling. Big gambling addict. Anyways, it didn't affect his play, but also I agree with him. Like, your 2 a.m. is not like someone else's 2 a.m. that has to be at work at 8. They only have to go to work at like 3 p.m. the next day. You know what I mean? Like,
They can sleep till 12, yeah.
the game's at 7. He's got to be at the arena maybe around 3 or something.
No, you're
He
fine.
warms up. He
Yeah,
gets into
do a little
groove,
warm-up.
Has
Yeah.
a coffee. Now, for this thing, I do think they play during the day, but maybe it was a night game. We can check that out. But
Yeah.
either way, if it was a weekday,
it was like
it's
2
good.
days before.
If it was a weekday, it's a night game, right?
Justin,
So
you're right. You know what? I get judged all the time when it comes to family priorities and
Yeah.
stuff. And like, 'cause I work at a bar, work the night shift. People are like, you got to be there at noon. And I go, oh my God, noon. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? By noon, that's half the day's over. I'm like, that's my day started.
That's when it
Yeah,
starts.
I
yeah.
wake up at noon.
yeah,
The crack of dawn.
It's like someone asks you to be somewhere at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Or like a normal person. Like
Exactly.
9.
Yeah.
Jesus.
bonkers. In Germany, Guerrero scores the only goal in a midweek game to help Bayern trump Diogo Leitch. Union Berlin 1-0.
Coward. Always will
Coward.
be a coward.
Apparently not going to Al Hilal. Maybe there's still time to work out the deal, but who knows?
Hey, lay off it, man.
Yeah, he's trying. The Fawns would score on the weekend in a 3-2 win over Augsburg.
Galactico. He should be a Galactico.
He will
Nice
be.
goal, yeah.
He will be a Galactico. And then in Spain, Gonzalo Guij debuts for Villarreal against Barca and sparks the comeback in a 5-3 win for the Yellow Submarines. He scores the tying goal and then assists another one shortly after.
Very nice. He can play. He can play for a lower team like Villarreal, like a shadier team. Like for Benfica, he's on the bench, obviously.
Competition's way too high at Benfica.
Yeah.
But very
So
nice
that means
to
we
see.
would beat, if he can't even play on Benfica, we would beat Barca 5-3.
No shit. Yeah,
Probably
of course.
6-3.
Barca garbage.
Barcelona. Well, Barcelona is shit right now.
Yeah. In other news, Egypt are out of AFCON, so your boy's coming home. They lose to Bonza's Congo line.
Well, he's coming home injured, but
Yeah. Well, he's not to play anymore. But Congo beats Egypt there. Nigeria knock out Big Dogs Cameroon. Onana booking that economy flight home, baby.
Did he even play?
He
He
might have
did
been-
all that effort to try and make the other game, and they said, "We've seen your Manchester United highlights. You don't have to rush." And he was like, "I got to be there."
Gotta get there.
He rushed there and they didn't play him. Yeah.
give me a private jet. I need to be
Yep.
there. He
Angola.
just wanted the jet.
He just wanted to.
He's never been. You don't think he's ever been on a private jet before? He's like,
Nope.
"This is my one chance to be on a
Get
private
the
plane."
AFCON. Angola slapped Namibia 3-0. Good times keep rolling for the former Portuguese colony. Umbululu scored a great goal there.
Very nice goal.
Yes.
Early on, their goalie got a red card and they had to sub in their other goalie. They were down a man. They ended up still winning.
Yeah. Namibia also got a red card in that game, too.
They got a red card later, yes.
Cape Verde through after beating Mauritania today in a very unspectacular fashion. It was a 1-0 win. And then also, Ivory Coast beat Senegal in penalties.
Wow.
And Cote d'Ivoire fired their coach after the group stage because he was so bad.
What a
They didn't know they were going to go through because they finished as the best third place team.
They got the third place spot, yeah.
And then they went through. They beat Mane Senegal, and they continue to go through the tournament as hosts.
Hey, Mane can only do so much. You know?
Yep.
There's only one guy.
And then also today, Al Hilal beat out Inter Miami in a friendly. I think it was 5-3. Messi scores a penalty, as he usually does. And, yeah,
Well, they're doing a little preseason tour of Saudi.
little Saudi MLS action there for you.
Apparently, Ronaldo he's dropping out of the Al Nasser game. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be part of another
He's
Messi
injured.
Ronaldo. I
He's not
think.
playing?
He's
Fuck that
injured.
shit.
Well, yeah, he's still injured. In China, he was supposed to play, but he said he couldn't.
China got very mad that he's not playing.
He doesn't want to be their dancing monkey. I understand.
Essentially,
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's getting older. Like, he's got to not play so much, keep track of his body.
Yeah, worried about the season
care of
rather
his
than
body.
doing this like
Gotta
these
do-
little money shows.
A little more ice
Yeah.
plunges.
You don't got to
Yeah.
play every friendly.
Al Hilal, Neymar still injured.
This man looks huge. Is this just a baggy clothes or what is
man
this?
is
Holy
fucking
crap.
fat.
No, that's baggy
He's
clothes.
so big
baggy.
a fucking fat.
No, baggy clothes.
Every Brazilian has a fat stage. And this
Yeah.
man's entering
Why do
his
Brazilians
fat
blow
stage.
up like that?
They love to eat and drink. They know how to live. They
He's
live
an
They do.
well.
He's
They
an
do, yeah.
Arthur Cabral.
Right?
You know what, man? If I had the money that guy had, I'd be 4 times on my side.
Wait, isn't it Carnival right around now?
Oh yeah, that's the time he always gets injured. Next week I'm going to Mardi Gras and it's Carnival.
Yeah.
All right, stonk of the week.
We got to give it to that Ricardo Horta a little
Ricardo
bit
Horta.
slash.
Is it? Was it too low?
He slashed at it. There's not a better contender.
Him. I'll give a Trincao a nice shout out. Jenny Kaitamo a good shout out.
They come in bunches. Have you guys noticed
Yeah,
the
they
stonks
come
come
in
in bunches?
Can never be easy. Ricardo Horta. Joel Wonder.
Is there a standout?
I don't know. There's a trophy. What about if
There
we
was
gave
a
it?
trophy, yeah.
What if we give it to João Moutinho, who botched Bang and he put his penalty in, and I don't know, and he won a trophy for Braga.
Yeah.
I like that. That's my
I mean,
nomination.
but is he any better than Ricardo Horta in the argument?
The man got a stonk.
No,
man buried,
I
the
think
man buried
Ricardo
a
Horta got the
penalty.
goal,
I think Ricardo Horta won it for them.
but much like Bart Simpson, João Moutinho said the line.
Yes.
So
He said
Justin
his
wants to
line.
give him extra credit for the line.
I want the meme. Give
You,
him the
Much
meme.
better.
you instilled confidence.
Okay.
He
for,
instilled confidence.
For the vote, Horta, Moutinho, anyone else? It's just a double Braga showdown.
Over the league.
As it should be. It's a trophy given out by the Portuguese League. We're a Portuguese podcast.
Yeah, fair.
Well, you give it to George Mendes for all the transfers? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. And he got the stonk too.
Yeah.
I'll give it to Ricardo Horta.
Horta?
Yeah, I want to give it to Horta. But do we want to do the vote thing?
I don't know. Justin, where do you land?
I give it a Horta.
Horta? Okay. No vote this week.
No
Horta
vote.
wins it.
Oh, sometimes we get to decide.
If we don't know, then we ask.
Yes.
If we know, then we don't need to ask.
I feel like we should always know.
No. Give yourself some fucking credit.
Thanks once again for listening. Hit us up on socials at Portugal_Corner on X, at Portugal Corner on Insta. Join us on Patreon. Listen to us on Palma or YouTube. Email us at portugalcorner@gmail.com. Subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Take a minute to leave a rating or review. Check out the oldies. Yeah. We'll do some Patreon exclusivos. And have a
It
good
was a longie. Thanks for listening to that one. Take care.
That was a good one. Peace.
Thanks,
boy.
bye.
Motion.